If you can change your thinking from this to this, your life will change. I guarantee it. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna take serious work. It's gonna take mental discipline because these thoughts are so deeply ingrained in you. They're habit. You do them every day. Just like any bad habit, they're not gonna go down without a fight. However, you have resources. Most people treat their mind like a junkyard. They're just letting any old trash come in, giving no attention or notice to like the thoughts that are coming in and the thoughts that they're thinking and dwelling on. But that changes for you today because I'm about to show you how to do a mental diet. First, we have to understand that ideas are alive. They are a living entity, and your mind is creative in nature. That's literally all that it does is it creates. When we take ideas and we put them in the mind and we dwell on them, they will grow. Just like a garden, when you plant a seed, that seed will grow and it will blossom and it will give you the thing that you planted. Most people are planting negativity. They're planting lack and fear and scarcity and stress. When you put those type of thoughts in the garden of your mind, that is what will grow. If we know and understand that our imagination is literally where we create with God, and that this space here, anything you put here, it will grow. It will create itself into form. What's happening is that the majority of people are spending so much of their mental energy on thoughts that are literally sucking the life right out of them. Thoughts of sickness and failure, lack, stress, fear, worry. Just think about today. How much of your day have you spent thinking thoughts that are in this realm? Like, pause the video and just think about that for a second. And if you've spent quite a bit of time there, even 50% of your day is too long, that's a sign that you should probably do a mental diet. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. To begin, and these are simply suggestions, if you have areas in your life where you want to focus on, then definitely use those. But take a look at your career, your job situation. Take a look at your family. Take a look at your health. Take a look at your finances, your relationships. Take a look at probably the 3 most important parts of your life right now and look at what your thoughts are around that subject. If you need pen and paper, which I am a huge fan of, write down, what do I think about my job? What do I think about my current career? What do I think about my relationship with money and my finances and my financial goals? What do I think about my health? Am I worried about my health? Am I in fear something's gonna go wrong? Am I getting sick often? Just take note of the thoughts that you are having around the topics that you have chosen. The practice here is for you to get familiar with what your most challenging and troubling thoughts are. Remember the comment from the beginning? Most people treat their mind like a junkyard. They don't even know the stuff that is in there rotting in the back. This exercise is gonna help you become familiar with what's going on, the thought loops that are going on in your head, because I can guarantee you the thoughts that you're having around the areas that you've chosen are on repeat. You're thinking the same thoughts over and over and over again, and then fast forward that, so you probably have the same thoughts for the last few years, maybe even the last few decades. So this practice is gonna give you some awareness around what are the types of thoughts that you're having around these key areas in your life. Once we have an awareness established, then we're gonna move to step 2. If you've never done anything like this before, I would recommend a 24-hour time period. We're gonna do a mental diet one day. You can do this, 24 hours, you can do this. If you're more practiced in this realm, then I would suggest a week. Watch how your life transforms based on the type of thoughts that you think. It's magical. I mean, not really magic because it's science, but it's like magic. If you have found value in this video, I would really appreciate if you would like and subscribe. You have your key areas chosen. You're aware of the type of thoughts that you're having in each of those areas. You have set your time period for the mental diet. Now we move into execution. What I believe in for my own self and with my clients and my students is the saturation method. We overflow the mind, the body, and spirit with all of this goodness. So we spend so much time in our thoughts and our body in gratitude, feeling joy, love, ideas of success and prosperity, good health, any other thing that you can think of that puts you in a feel-good mood. This is just like any other diet you probably had. We are leaving some things and we are adopting new practices. Ideally, you'll love it so much that you'll make it a lifelong practice. But if not, it's worth a try because I promise you, this will change your life. I want you to start every morning with some form of this. Before you get out of bed with your eyes closed, if you can just say thank you. If you can overflow your mind with what is going right in your life? There has got to be something. Focus on that like a little seed and grow it, because we know from the law of attraction and the law of increase, whatever we put in the mind, it will grow. It has to. It's law. If you overflow your mind with this goodness, that is what will grow. So your mind will start to get filled with good health and prosperity and success and love and joy and gratitude, and you will become the happiest person that you know. But these guys are not going to go without a fight. So you better be ready. In addition to the morning practice, you want to have something throughout the day. If you have to set a timer, if you have to use Post-it notes, use whatever reminding system is going to help you to remember this is where we want to focus. You are on a mental diet. These guys, you can pick them up at the end of the week. They are not going anywhere, I promise. For our time together, this is what I want you to obsess over. How much can you think of prosperity? How much success can you think about and feel in your body? How much love and joy and gratitude? There is so much in your life to be thankful for. You may not realize it, but I promise you, if you sit down for a second and you look at the blessings, the love, the family, the kindness, it's there. And if you dwell on it, and if you let your heart open and you just think about all these experiences and blessings that you had, and you might feel like your heart is going to explode. Like, that's what this practice has the potential to do. I understand you might not be there, but that's okay. Back to the diet. So the fundamentals of mind science include our imagination and our mind is where we co-create with God. That is where we access the co-creative power of the universe, and we get to choose what we create. A whole bunch of people are dumping in thoughts like this, and guess what? Their life looks like this. And if you know someone that could benefit from this, please share it with them. Another thing to be aware of, this is always happening 100% of the time. Always. Most people think unconsciously, remember the graveyard, they're not even aware of the dynamics that's happening in their mind. But now that you are, and you're committed and willing to take on this mental diet, maybe not today, maybe next week, maybe next year, but yes, if you don't start taking control of your mind, I can guarantee that someone else is in control. If you are not aware of what's happening in this space and what you're thinking, society is filling it, the media is filling it, your friends are filling it, you're not even thinking your own thoughts, you're thinking other people's thoughts that were given to you. From my heart to yours, if you needed a sign, this is your sign to just start simply being aware of what you allow into your mind. Get a little gatekeeping action happening where you just won't let anything in anymore. This junkyard is closed. We are opening up a holy, sacred garden. This is precious. Your mind space is precious. It's the most valuable part of you because this is where you connect and co-create with God's source energy. So when you're thinking about an ex who did you wrong or somebody that cut you off, like, standards, up your standard. That kind of garbage, no more. It does not have a place here. Your mind is for these thoughts only. These, bye-bye. There's just no place for it. Unless you would like to create some failure, some lack, some stress, go ahead and think about it. Go ahead and dwell about it. Go ahead and drop it into your garden of your mind, because then you're just gonna create that experience and wonder why you keep living in this cycle. This is an invitation to break that cycle. Try this mental diet. This is exactly how to do a mental diet. Give it a day. You will feel better. Leaving these thoughts alone and adopting some of these, you're gonna feel better. Let me know in the comments how it goes. What are your results? I'm so excited for you. Taking control of your mind, best thing that you've ever done for yourself.